up just a little too quick. Hey, and welcome everyone to our final show of Washed Rewind. It's your girl Tiff West, and I am back so we can talk about the season finale, which I'm pretty sure just left everybody in awe. We're just like, wow, we weren't expecting those things. So here to talk about the season finale. Welcome everyone that is here, that is in. Let me go ahead and give everybody a quick shout out if my computer would quit tripping. So what's up, Thick? What's up, Slay? What's up, Mel? And who else? Hey, there's Taniqua. Oh, hey, Robin. So I see everybody is in. All right. So those that have been here. Oh, hello, Keyshawn. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. So if you've been here before, you know how this goes. We talk about everything Washed from season 2. So if you have not watched, you definitely need to catch up. You can find us on Amazon Prime, and you can also find us on the website, www.washedseries.com. You can find season 1 and season 2. So when you're with your family this Thanksgiving holiday, you can say, yo, like, let's watch this Black TV show, this Black web series, turn it on, let it run. The episodes are like 45 minutes or so. It doesn't take long to get through them. So just kind of watch it, chill, lay back, and have a good time. Alrighty then. All right, so you already know what I got to do now. I have to bring up our guest. Now, first person I am going to bring up is new to Watch Rewind. She hasn't quite been on here before, but she is definitely a fan of Washed, and she is definitely a close friend of mine. Her name is Mel Bell. Now, Mel runs a fashion and a lifestyle blog with her BFF Robin, who is in the chat. So you can find them on their IG page, which is at gorge_robs and Mel. Their whole brand is Gorge, as you can see in the banner, GORGE. And you can find all of their blogs and things that they do, traveling together. It's just a lot of great things. www.gorgegirlsblog.org. So make sure you check that out. So the first person I'm bringing up is the homie, Mel Bell.
Hey. Thanks for having me. So excited.
Why in the world? Hold on one second, girl.
Am I here?
No, you're here. I'm wondering why our display names aren't showing, but don't even worry about that. I already made a great, announcement for you, a nice intro for you.
I feel so special. Yes, please check out our blog and check out the site. It's amazing. We've just revamped it, so I'm really excited to be here as a member of Gorge. And Gorge stands for Girls on Real Growth Experiences. I don't know if people know that, but I'm just putting it out there.
Thank you for putting it out there. Absolutely. So make sure y'all check that out. Everything Black women unified.
Yes.
How about that? That's the important part. It's Black women unified, not being catty and fighting against one another.
Building each other up, supporting each other. That's what I'm
doing. Yeah. Now you guys are watching on OWN and and all this other stuff where all you can see is us fighting each other over petty shit and petty men. I can cuss on here because
okay, that's what I was wondering. Who raw can I get on here? But
yes, this is Washed, where we keep it real. All the way real.
real. I hate that I see myself Washed so much like that.
Absolutely. Not only I see myself, I see you, I see Maya, I see all of us in it. So
yes,
absolutely. So next person I'm bringing up, you guys are already familiar with her. I am bringing up my homie and my new little YouTube butterfly, Ruth the Truth.
Butterfly.
My new little YouTube butterfly. So as you guys know from the last time Ruth was on the show, she has started her own YouTube channel where she will do everything from makeup tutorials, hair reviews, fashion reviews, just everything under the sun that you can think of, right here in Houston, Texas. Actually, all three of us right here in Houston, Texas. Exactly, representing that H-Town. So everybody give a warm welcome to Miss Ruth the Truth. Ruth, you have dropped your first video.
Yes, I did. I dropped my first video on Halloween, actually. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. The True Ruth Experience with me, girl, Ruth the Truth. So I'm super excited to drop my second video. So y'all look out for it. Make sure you subscribe.
Yes, the only way you're going to keep up with her is if you like, if you subscribe, and if you turn on your notification bell. You have to do all three of those things. Hey, Pink. And there is Miss Asia. I could have sworn I saw, yep, there she is. Miss is in the chat. All right. So last but not least, like I have to give him the proper intro that he is due. My BFF, my brother from a totally different mother. The new celebrity on the rise, the new comedian on the rise, the YouTuber that just made over 7,000 subscribers. The one and only Sean Davy. Hello, my love.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm so glad to be joining you guys. I'm so happy to be here.
So, Sean, you just reached 7,000 subscribers, well on your way to 10,000.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
It's overwhelming, honestly. Like it's just coming out of nowhere. It feels like it's just the other month, we're just this little bitty, thing, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, just like growth, within like a 30-day period, it grew like at 3,000, so yeah. It's really, really quick. So, it's quick. So I'm just trying to stay on ground, while we ride.
It's like one day you were just starting your channel and here you are, you're like 300 subscribers and we're like, keep going. It's like 600. Next thing you know, it's 1,000. And like, it really, I won't say overnight because you put in some work.
Yeah.
You put in a whole lot of groundwork and now look where you are. You've surpassed a lot of people that have been on here for quite
some time.
But we won't talk about that. We won't even put their business out there in the street like that. But as you guys know, you can find Sean on several platforms, and he is active on several platforms, which is going to be IG, YouTube, Stationhead, Stereo, and who knows what new adventure he is going to drag me into. What is Ruth doing? There you go, girl.
I don't know.
Stop touching stuff.
My computer just went down.
Stop touching stuff. She's talking about my line suspended.
Stay with us.
Internet out and everything. So, like I was saying before, who knows what new adventure Sean is going to be dragging us on next, because all my friends know, like anytime they call me and ask me what I'm doing, I'm on the phone with Sean.
Talking me down. Talking me off a ledge.
So I don't have time right now.
That's what friends are for.
Right now, I'm on the phone with Sean. All right, boom. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here we are, season finale of Washed. Whole bunch of twists and turns and just yes, all the plots are being revealed. So it is definitely named premonitions or premeditations. Wait, hold on. Yeah, premeditated. I knew I was gonna get it. I had it written down, y'all. Sorry. So premeditated. Everything that was premeditated is now revealed before us. So we start out with, of course, Maya and Trent still hanging out, still together, even after he beat up Mark. Mark is stalking them and doing all these things, trying to get her back. He has to finally realize she's gone. It's over.
On that couch.
Neighbor that is out here playing country music. Over whoever it is that he just broke up with. I hope y'all can hear it. And if you can hear it in the background, I do apologize because he is obviously going through some things. I stepped out on the patio, y'all, and he is just over there. Just, I don't know what he's going through. I can tell him is she's gone. And I'm over here trying to do a YouTube video and you out here crying your little heart out. Dogs barking. What happened? Anyway, I digress. So anyway, we are here at the season finale, Maya and Trent.
Wow.
So last episode, Maya did mention to Carmen that Trent approached her about making a sex tape. And of course, Carmen's like, yeah, girl, do it, girl. Whole time.
Oh, Lord.
Your own people.
Your own people. It be your own friends.
It be your own people.
We need gourd because we need to teach each other how to be better friends to one another and what true friendship looks like. Because obviously Carmen is not aware of what it looks like, but that's fine.
Or just have some type of discernment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, be smarter on your own.
On your own. Let's start there, but we'll get into it. So they're in the pool. He's getting hot, ripe and ready, right? All set up. All set up.
The lighting.
Women are up to it. Getting her ready for it. And then she's like, turn it off.
I want the F-boy magic.
Man, he took his time to set up all of that camera equipment and turn it on. And now you're really going to trust that it's turned off. So here it is.
Yeah.
Your entire session out there for everybody to see. Were any of you expecting that? Mel, I will start with you.
First of all, and don't assume that I'm speaking from experience, but rule number 1, you keep the tape.
Start.
If there is a tape, you keep the tape. You walked in and there's a setup. Ma'am, he's done this before. Run. So yes, I would have expected that was going to happen once I saw the lights and the professional camera. And yeah, ma'am, no.
It was a lot. Ruth, what about you? Were you expecting to see Maya and Trent's tape to actually get out for everyone to see?
Well, yeah, Trent is crazy. Oh my gosh. Like he gives me like freak vibes, like, and then like I agree with you, Mel. Like she walked in, it was a set. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, real professional in here.
And it turns out he was definitely a professional.
Yeah.
Trent. First of all, what kind of I don't know, Pornhub or what kind of OnlyFans name is that? Trent Pole Trent? Ashley, you were in the writer's room, sis. You came in with a better name. Pole Trent.
Listen,
It could have just been Trent the pole, Trent third leg, Trent, I don't know, something. But Trent pole, Trent, that's a truth.
Trent the truth. Could have you had that?
Trent the truth. Like Ruth the truth.
I was more like Trey the truth. Yeah.
Ruth is like, don't put it on
your name.
Okay. Don't take my brand. Well, who do I write to? I need to write to somebody about that name. Sean, what about you? Were you expecting this tape to get out of Maya and Trent?
I don't think Maya's as innocent as she's trying to make herself seem out to be. When she said turn it off, you had the camera in your hand. You could have easily set it to the side, like make sure it wasn't in view. You said like right before, we do look good on camera. We do look good. So obviously there was something about it that enticed you. Like you wanted more. You kind of liked the thought of at least this is better than, because I feel like with the pressure he put on her with like wanting an audience, she didn't like that. So it's like, well, this lessens the blow if we record it. You know, so that's less pressure. You'll be more willing to do this because it's more private versus to have like actual people watching. You know, so I feel like she kind of, I think she wanted it to get out, but I do think that she wanted to be recorded.
But she only knew him 5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
At what point did you say I trust him enough to make a tape?
Well, she wanted to be different. She wanted to, live on the edge. She liked the energy she was giving, and then especially after everything that she had been through with Mark. I mean, she just wanted to do something different. Like she said, what if somebody that came in your life 5 days showed somebody out of that you were with for 5 years?
Absolutely.
So it makes you want to, push dates on certain things that you will normally wait for, kind of do a little early because they're showing promise, like right away. So I mean, I think it's a little different. I think she was too trusting right away. She was so new, to being back out there to where she was just susceptible to basically like anything,
Just too vulnerable.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
On your phone, sis. Your possession.
She didn't bring her tripod. And even in the pool, she was like, did I find the perfect man? Which
she's wrong with you. I'm like, right.
There's no
right. There is something
right with you.
I'm like,
something is off. Something is off. But she should have knew too when Chloe said to her when she was at the comedy club, and she was like, I don't know you. What she said, if a hoe recognize your man, that's never good.
Listen,
never good.
That's never good. That's never good. That's never a good thing.
That is never a good thing.
I'm getting up from the table. I'm gone.
Because I'm asking. How you know?
What?
Take my
you know him intimately, like, right? Even said, like, do we have sex? Like, I feel like I've seen you naked. Like,
listen. Did you just go ahead and wrap my chicken strips up and French fries to go? Right. Or either send me out another table.
Like, yeah, that would have been a problem.
We have sex. First of all, server, know your place.
That's number one.
First of all, know your place.
You not see me here?
I'm sitting here.
You don't see me?
You don't see me?
I would have looked at him and you see me.
Like,
what do you?
That was straight shade from Chloe. She knew what she was doing because she already knew that Maya and her friend were on the outs, and when you are like loyal to your friend, like their enemies become your enemies. It's like if you don't mess with her, then I don't mess with her either. So it was straight shade from Chloe from jump. Because even when they got back to Amber's crib, she was like, "Did you see? You knew what she was doing."
Yeah,
you knew what
she helped her out. Well, she was a little too late.
Yeah, it was too late. She gave her the warning. I think I know you. And then boom.
Googling right there. Like, what? Like, how do you that's never a good sign. So,
Mine better than me. I was like, oh no, you don't know him. We don't know you.
Or if you do, how do you know him? Have a seat, sis.
Right.
Don't know him.
Do you not see me in all my beautiful glory? No.
Are we on the date?
Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a break from talking about the show for just a quick second, and we are going to play a quick game since we are already on the subject of sex and sex tapes. We are going to play
Oh no.
Have I Ever?
I never have good.
And in the comments, we definitely want our guests to play as well. So, if you've ever played this game before, you know how it goes. Usually, everyone goes around in the circle and they say something that they haven't done. And if you have done it, you either drink, put a finger down, however it goes. But for the sake of the live, I will be asking the questions until we get to the end. Now, whoever makes it to all hands down first will either be our Trent Pole Trent or our Trent Pole Trent.
Woo.
So if you do, or if you're doing shots, if you're at home and you're watching and you're doing shots, do your shots, or you can use your hands like we will. So I am going to ask my guests to raise their right hand with 5 fingers on the hand. So are you ready?
Yes.
Awesome.
No. This never ends well.
Question number 1. Well, not question, but never have I ever taken a nude pic and sent it to someone.
This is horrible.
Forgive me.
This is going to be a quick game.
Sorry, Mom. I just want to start watching this. So
Never have I ever slept with someone within a minute or an hour of meeting them. No. All right. Never have I ever.
Sorry, Mom.
Never have I ever. Oh my God. I'm sitting up here cracking up because of Sean's face. All right, my bad. Never have I ever made out in a public place.
I'm about to be gone.
Never have I ever kissed a celebrity. Wait, let me think.
I'm trying to think.
No, he wasn't a celebrity. Never mind. Not at the time. All right. Never have I ever watched a pornographic film. Uh-oh. All right. So we got it down between Mel and Sean.
Oh, man.
So we got it down between Mel and Sean. So here we go. Never have I ever walked in on my parents while they were having sex.
Oh, thank God.
That is traumatizing, y'all.
Thank God.
It is traumatizing.
I bet.
All right. So last question. Never have I ever made.
Don't do it, Tiff. Don't do it.
Never have I ever made a sex tape.
So childish. We're on the subject now.
Who can see this? Because
Sex tape. Do you mean like Pornhub sex tape or like
nope, just being recorded while doing it.
Recorded. Okay, so the host is a hoe. Obviously, that would be. Oh, do it! No, Mel, tell the truth. Mel,
I knew it.
blame the devil.
no.
I knew it.
I need to know who's watching this.
Okay, for
disclaimer,
watching because is the tape out there for everybody to see?
No, disclaimer, they were like it was a relationship.
Exactly.
So not what
I don't think y'all were being truthful. So how about we are all Trent queens, Trent Pole Trent King. Because y'all were sitting up here lying. So who made it in the chat? In the chat, who still had fingers up? I want to know.
Who said lies?
Lies.
It's the lies.
So Alexis said, I only have one finger down. I'm like, Alexis, have you not lived?
Live a little bit more, Alexis.
You not lived? Oh, what? I'm a lady. You know what, Rich? Whatever. Dick said he had 7 shots. So yeah, you lost.
We only have 5 fingers though.
Listen, Dick took 2 extra shots. All right. So I don't know if Keyshawn, I don't know if that means you had 2 fingers left or what that means. I'm going to assume that means you had 2 fingers left. So good for you. All right. Thank you guys for playing. Never have I ever. Hopefully no one ever, well, I hope someone sees it, but hopefully no one sees it so they will see your dirty little secrets. Me, I am not ashamed. You know why? Because I have all the pictures, all the evidence, it all belongs to me. So only those who I want to see it will see it. Other than that, it's private. All right. So getting back onto the show, we are seeing that Amber is basically getting her Kevin Hart on. She is living her dreams. She is she's getting ready for her show. Oh my God, there we go. I was like, listen, this mouse, something else. All right. So she's getting ready for her show and she comes in and here is Eric and they're talking about the whole matter that happened between her and Chuck and basically how Eric came to her rescue.
You got a good heart, Eric. I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
When we're both butterflies?
Yeah, you're a caterpillar, but I'll work with it. What about you, though?
What about me?
What about your dreams?
So Eric here, of course, as we know from previous episodes, is struggling between I don't know if he wants to be an upstanding citizen and like go get a job like the rest of us, or between that and being a D-boy. So he's like, well, what are your dreams? Rich, I'm not going to play with you in this chat today. All right. So he's like, well, what are your dreams? And he was like, well, my dreams are pretty much already gone. However, my favorite part from this scene is when Jew walks in, of course, and Jew is one of my favorite characters.
Some caterpillars never get their wings.
Look, how about you come to my set tonight?
Tonight is tough.
How about Friday? The show starts at 8. I'll leave you tickets.
Okay, cool.
That's great. Hey, Amber J. I'm Jew. Getting right in, man, and a big fan. Can I come on Friday too?
Sure. The more the merrier.
Yes, Lord. Come on for another one.
Oh, we got fist pump.
That works too. By the way, I'm a butternut squash.
Boys.
So I actually had to watch that part twice because I was like, well, what is he talking about? I'm a butternut squash. And then I remembered did her whole live and she was talking about guys saying that they're eggplants and they're not eggplants. So Jew was like, I, on the other hand, am a butternut squash. All right. So fast forward and we get to Carmen, who is finally at her doctor's appointment. Turns out health is great. She's doing okay. Besides the fact that she has fibroids, and her doctor at this point is telling her, hey, you need to make a decision. You are in the stage of, geriatric pregnancies. And so you are going to either need to basically sit or get off the pot. I have some feedback from somewhere. Does somebody have it playing on something else? No. Let me see. Found it. Nope. Found it. Okay. All right. Ruth, I'm going to have to mute you for just a second. Okay. So you have her finding out that she is basically in her life, her stage, her age, that she's in geriatric pregnancy, and that she's going to have to freeze her eggs, and that's going to cost a whole lot of money. This scene basically took me back to, and I don't know if y'all have ever watched it, Gabrielle Union. What's the show?
Mary Jane.
Where she had the man, David. She had good old David's sperm in her freezer. And I'm like, well, Carmen, technically you can put it in your daddy's freezer if you want to, girl. Like, you don't have to pay all of this money for these storage fees and doing all these things. Girl, just go get him, use a turkey baster.
You can get the sperm. You can put the sperm in the freezer, but not your eggs.
Not her eggs. Yes, absolutely. But she could at least store her eggs and, keep the sperm in her daddy's freezer. So, boom, win-win for her. So, just putting this out there, as Black women, it is very important for us to keep up with our health, to make sure we stay on top of our health, even Black men at the same time. You all have to stay on top of your health as well, because our Black families are basically dying. It is like non-existent anymore. And I, for one, just think it's important that we should take care of ourselves, especially our generation, because we are more focused on careers, education, and, we're not as family prone as our mothers and grandmothers and great grandmothers were. So just make sure that you are staying healthy, getting checkups regularly, because as Black people, we need to grow, we need to flourish. We don't, our race doesn't need to die. So that's that on that. And again, Rich, I'm not about to play with you in the comments. We're going to show hands in the mic. You know what? We're done. All right. So moving on, we see where the sex tape has been released, and it is basically lighting up on fire. I would love to play that scene. However, YouTube rules, not finna get into all that. Even though there's no nudity per se, I want to keep, Jared Couch's YouTube page intact. So it's out there. Here's Maya sitting in her apartment alone. Phone is blowing up. She's not answering. She gets an email from work. We need to see you first thing, 8 a.m. in the morning. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Trying to get to the part. Man, even the FBI agent saw it. I mean, that is just how fast that video grew. I mean, dang. Sorry, Ruth. Here you are, my love. Bam. There you go. So we see Maya. She's sitting there. She's devastated. She has basically torn through her apartment. What do you guys think about her reaction? What would your reaction be if you found out that your sex tape has now been leaked? Ruth, I will start with you.
Well, this is hypothetically speaking, because he wouldn't have the video in the first place. I'm sorry. This would happen. But I mean, let's start calling. We need to do some research. You know, we need to do some cleaning up. Let's call the cavalry because, baby, your mom saw the video. Her mom saw
Not her
the
mom.
video.
That was actually Mark's mom.
Yeah. She said, "Go on, daughter-in-law."
She said, "Go ahead, daughter-in-law." You know, Mark's mom is a freak. Like Mark's dad can't keep up with Joyce.
She said, "Remember when I used to moan like that?"
Mark remembers Joyce from back in the day.
She was like, "Remember when I used to moan like that?" I was like,
He was like, "I'm sorry, don't even
moan no more."
Oh my gosh.
And then Smoke remembers Joyce from back in the day. So whatever, you know, name she had for herself back in the day, he remembers that. So go ahead, Ruth. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I think I would have did the same thing, not answer my phone. Not like, I don't know. I would have just been thinking like how not to kill him because I just don't know. I was just like confused. Like, I know this man not playing with me. This is
absolutely Sean.
Like, this is funny.
Honestly, she had a good performance. So I mean,
very good performance.
Great, you know. So I mean, she handled it. You know, she did a good job. You know, so she was a star. So I'm like, you know,
body together.
But it's out, you know. So like, there's, you know, I mean, it's out. So it's like now you kind of just gotta deal with it. But I do think that she liked the attention, like a little bit, based off the simple fact is that because technically he didn't have permission, you know, to do that. Yeah. So she could have that removed immediately by stating that there was no consent, there was no waiver, no anything signed or anything like that. So technically she could have got it removed, but by her taking the money and agreeing to basically doing it again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But did she take
money?
She took the money.
Oh, yeah.
She took the money.
She wanted his half too.
Said, "Give me your half," and then said, "Next time,
use 4K.
4K cameras because your cameras are shit." But do we feel like, and Mel, I'm gonna get to you with the question that I just asked a few seconds ago. But I feel like the reason that she's like, well, I might as well do this now is because she knows that she's about to lose her job.
What if she doesn't?
Right.
I mean, HR emailed you. We need to see you on Monday after your.
Well, like, okay, before I even get too deep down the rabbit hole, Mel, what would you do if your take leaves?
I have a lot to say, and we're speaking as if this is before that she knew that she was getting all this money. One, I'm not gonna mess up my place. All that nice.
Her own shit.
TVs.
I'm not messing up my place. I mean,
laptop, everything.
So that's number one. Number two, like Sean said, you can get it taken off. And every girl has that home girl that you can tell that this happened to, and they're gonna ride out with you. Ride out to his place.
Me.
Ride out.
That's
roll up. Right. Because why did you mess up your place? I understand, get your emotions together, but I'm not going to tear my entire place up and then sit there and say, okay, what's happening? Two, this is my other point, or maybe that's three. I'm not sure. Hey, look, ABC, I don't know. HR, y'all freaky too, because you saw the tape. So don't send an email talking about you need to see me. You just as freaky. If you saw it, that means that someone has a premium account that you have to pay for to see the tape.
Exactly. You make a very good point. You had to pay to see Trip.
You had to pay to see.
You have to give a monthly subscription of $20 to see Trip whole trip.
Exactly. And so it's likely that she won't lose her job. She could easily go in and say, I wasn't aware that I was being recorded. I'm going to file charges. This is what's going on. She has
nothing like professional or anything like that. So
exactly.
So she could easily say, and she didn't know it was without her consent. So she could easily fight that. So it's not a guarantee, you know, that she could lose her job. I think so, you know, just because of the nature. But it's not guaranteed. She could easily, they could just be concerned. you know, to talk to her about it and say, hey,
like, I want to know who sent y'all the tape because I
want to know.
Don't contact me about what's going on in my personal life.
It's
I all in my life.
Right? It didn't happen at work. It wasn't at work. It had nothing to do with you all. I didn't have any paraphernalia back there.
Exactly. Nobody knows where I work except for friends and family, you know.
And so that's a lawsuit for me. I would be thinking lawsuit if I was wrongfully terminated for something that didn't happen at work and I wasn't representing work. That's how my mind thinks. But I'm also gonna get my one girl. We gonna roll up and then I'm gonna call the police on him. I want that 50,000. I want it all.
I want it all. But she took it out on Mark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, play with him.
Why did you take it out on?
Oh, I get it.
What did Mark do?
I get it.
Because if Mark did not have cheated,
right?
He was still together and they were getting married, she wouldn't have been in this entire situation. They would have been happy together.
If you left with Karen, they would have been fine.
But you put me through this bullshit.
I'm over Tiff. Tiff. Right.
You put me through this bullshit. I'm out of these streets. I don't want to be in these streets.
All Mark's fault.
It is. I'm with you, Sean.
He had to be good to that woman. He didn't have to get with that white girl. He had to do that to her.
And now you out here fake stalking. You're not even
bopping and all because he don't want to do right.
And if you're gonna stalk, show him that you stalking. You love me too.
Probably beat up all that. They offer you shading them in the board meeting, talk about self-defense classes and all of that.
So what you two, and hold on, Ruth, I'm gonna get with you in a second. What you're telling me is she made a grown decision to date another man.
Yes.
She made a grown decision to have sex with this man. She agreed. She in the pool, she said, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
She made a grown decision. It had nothing to do with Mark. She made this on her own. Mark didn't tell her to go do it. Made a grown decision to have sex and cameras on, cameras off, you know, whatever. And y'all are telling me this is Mark's fault because he didn't cheat on her. Like, he got somebody else's number and they flirted. He entertained somebody. Didn't cheat on her.
Well, wasn't it emotional cheating? He could have been emotional cheating.
With his feelings.
He was interested in this woman.
But was he emotionally attached to her? He wasn't emotionally attached to her.
He lost Maya.
He kept going back to her.
He didn't come back to her. He ran into her while they were running, and that was the last.
He ran away, not ran.
They saw each other at church, and then he was like, "Oh, so one, you're married. Two, you're the pastor's wife.
The whole preacher's wife.
Whole preacher's wife.
Oh yeah.
They used to special and never to that church."
I don't think he had feelings for her. I don't believe that he emotionally cheated. He just
told Eric though that he did. I thought he told Eric he couldn't stop thinking about her in one episode.
I'm gonna have to run that back. Chad, give it to me. Did he tell Eric? Did Mark tell Eric that he was thinking about her all the time? Well, I mean, if you're thinking about it like that, if he's fantasizing about her, then maybe we can count that as emotional cheating. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
It is.
And definitely is. You should be fantasizing about me. Not
saying that he didn't cheat.
I mean, stuff happens.
But even in a relationship, y'all cannot tell me y'all don't fantasize about somebody else. Does that mean that you're cheating on your man?
Or you go jogging with them and to church?
He didn't go jogging with her.
He ran into her there. He didn't run away from her. He tried to take her behind those bricks.
He
now,
did.
Come close. Let me
him behind them bricks.
Yeah, they went behind those bricks.
And he was fine being behind them bricks.
If I were Maya, I would have
Dumped him.
no, I would have forgived him. We would have had a conversation and I would have forgived him with all the history that they've had. They're living together. But I would have been pissed at you for a while. But for her to, he did try to kiss her.
Now,
Eric that he kept
running on that trail.
But they
was emotionally attached.
he cheat.
He emotionally cheated. He did emotionally cheat.
I'm still trying to figure out how he emotionally cheated. I don't feel like he was emotionally invested in.
Why he was living with his parents?
Do what?
Why he was living with his parents?
Because
He did something, girl.
Maya broke up with him because Maya felt like he cheated. Because he had the girl's number and he had the girl's number in her phone under a guy's name.
Cheating.
Because you lying. At this point, you lying. Which is just
It's a build up for me.
It's
a build up. It ain't happened yet. It's Thursday and it was gonna happen on Sunday, but I caught you on Thursday.
But I caught
that was.
But you caught him before the cheating.
Right. So it was about to happen. I just caught you before.
Yeah.
But to say that Mark was gonna sleep with this girl.
He told Eric, he kept thinking about it.
Yes.
I remember that.
Sister and all of that. And then she a Karen.
You sitting down having conversations with your homeboy about, imagine that you run into her at the park instead of running away. You running, smelling the girl breath. We seen it all looking. You seen her in the church. Your breath. You in the church. Cheating.
All right. So Ashley has confirmed he checked the girl's number and he told Eric he couldn't stop thinking about her.
Yeah.
Exactly. Boys about the side pieces. No.
Okay. So all right. Emotional cheating. But what does that have to do with her grown decision to sleep with Trent? And it just so happened
because she don't cheat.
Into a sex tape.
She don't cheat.
And now girl, when you love somebody, you really love them, and then you feel so betrayed, and then you go through this phase where you feel like, well, now,
right?
You gotta do something to make yourself feel better. And I think that's why she was like, "Ooh, he want me attention. Ooh, he's sweet. Ooh, even though he."
The old folks say, to get over one man, you got to get up another one. And I think that's what she was trying
to believer. I am a firm believer. To get over one, get up under another.
I think she was fine. I think Carmen is the devil, and she kept her horse in that girl to be with that nigga.
Her mind to say it was okay.
By herself, cooking by herself, all of that.
Right, she was fine before.
Exactly. It turns out that Carmen set her up
the entire time.
This porn star. So Carmen knew what was going to happen. So if we need to be fighting anybody, but of course it doesn't know this information, we need to be fighting Carmen. And I honestly thought that when Trent went to Maya's apartment, that something was going to slip up to where Carmen was involved. I was like, oh, he gonna tell her, but he never did. So now we are at a place where Maya is considering this as her new lifestyle or a way for her to make money. I'm thinking that she said, next time let's do it like this, because she was thinking that she was going to lose her job.
She's trying to be Kim K.
Pretty much.
There's only one.
Pretty much.
There's only one.
There's only one. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
And Kris Jenner is a beast. Listen.
There's only one Kris.
If Kim made that tape and Kris wasn't her mama, Kim would have just been Paris Hilton's best friend.
There's only one.
Not in her bag.
There's only one.
That is exactly where she would have stayed. But so she takes it out on Mark. Mark is there to console her. So now her and Mark are in the shower together. They have made up. He was going to console her. They're kissing in the shower, and I'm like, bruh, she just had somebody else's eggplant in her mouth like 5 seconds ago, and it's on camera. But here we are. Here we are. We are in the reconciliation phase, I guess, for them. So it's like happy-go-lucky, packed his stuff, and he's about to go move back in with Maya. And Eric is like, so did he ask you to come back? He was like, no, but it's just understood. So you finna get kicked out again?
Yeah.
Yup.
You about to pop up with some bags and be like,
what you doing here?
What you doing here?
I'm just somewhere.
What you about to do? Where you going?
Where you going? Why are your bags here?
Yeah.
You come over and watch a movie and cuddle up on the couch. Hey, well, she ain't got no TV to watch.
Nothing.
No movies on now because she done busted
the TV.
Now, where was the bat when Trent came over? That's all I. Where was the bat?
Why didn't you run and get the bat or a gun or a knife or anything when you was sitting on your couch? You done come out the back room. If I find somebody sitting on my couch after I come out the back room, we squabbling.
That I didn't let in?
Listen, I'm picking up a vase. I'm picking up anything I can find and I'm throwing everything. Where was that energy for Trent? That is a very, very good question. But here's Trent with a proposition. And we gonna take it.
I take your money alone, and I want you to take it down.
I want all your money, and I want you to take it down.
Yeah, exactly. Like there is no conversation to be had, sir.
This is a one-time video, and now you're a porn star? No.
Yeah, you like
no.
Traumatizing. Even the girls that I know, like that has happened to, like. It's traumatizing for a while. Like people don't forget stuff. Like especially people who know you, they never forget that.
It's out on the World Wide Web.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and people are messy too. People who have family, they'll be like, "Oh, you seen your sister doing X, Y, Z, or you see your
right."
Yeah, absolutely.
More, I don't care about like other people, like everybody else who don't know you that you're never gonna meet. It's the people that's intimate and close to you that'll make you feel like you did the worst thing in the world. Like, and you know what I'm saying? That is what to me, that's what it would have been. I'm like, I don't care. I want all the money and take the picture down, or you're gonna see me. You gonna see me in the courthouse, sir. Like.
But the thing is, even if Trent takes down the video, who's to say with these iPhones these days?
Somebody saved it.
Somebody saved it. So even if he takes it down, that takes away a majority of the problem, but it can always still pop back up for her.
She never wanted it taken down.
She didn't want to take it down. She was ready to do another video.
She didn't want it. She loves him.
Part 2.
You think she loves Trent?
Mm-hmm. She's into him.
She showed like when Mark came, she tried to attack Mark because she doesn't want him. She doesn't want him.
But he was in the shower.
Yeah, why not? It's better than something familiar than to just be by yourself.
And it's easy.
That's it. She doesn't want him. She doesn't want him at all. You can tell when Trent came in, that emotion came out of her immediately. Like, did you ever care about me? Was any of this ever? Why would you even be considering those things when this person just humiliated you, destroyed your career, like your whole life, and you have none of the energy that you had for Mark for this person because you are into him. You want this person, so it's hard to be mad when you really want him. Like you still want to be with him.
I think she was still blinded by the sex.
Yeah, that. Because she's willing to do it again, so you know that's a big part of it.
Ooh, it'll mess you up in your life, having you doing stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She was big playing Boo Boo the Fool very well. Very well.
Let me tell you what a good eggplant will do to your life. It will mess you all the
Where's my clown mate?
You will not know left from right, up from down. You like, I know he ain't no good, but you still hanging around because
back to bag.
Make an excuse.
Girl, I'm not gonna make no more. Let me get this brush.
Yeah. Looking like a whole clown.
I I can't.
I gotta go. He called.
No,
I'm coming.
that's me.
A whole clown.
Can't
I
stand.
know what I'm doing. Maya gonna say, I know what I'm doing. I know what I put myself into. No, baby girl. You not there yet. You not there yet.
Listen, it's craziness, but you are absolutely right. What that sex will blind just about everything.
Yeah.
So, moving forward, we have Eric and Smoke. So what I didn't see coming is the twin or the non-twin that was a dope dealer turned into I don't know if I want to say a crackhead or a dope fiend or whatever the term may be for him, but for him to actually turn around and end up not really being a dope fiend, but was actually casing out the joint for
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah.
Because with him and Eric's interaction and the way Eric would talk to him and, you know, the way they would converse, I would have never saw that coming. What about y'all?
I saw that coming, but I knew it had to be something because they kept pointing out the fact how Eric wasn't around. You know, certain people will point out to Smoke like Eric really hasn't been here. You know, he's been slow with getting product, you know, and things in that nature, you know, kind of pushing, you know, them to make Smoke real feelings about him come out, like how he really feel about him. So I know it had to be something because I'm just like all of them against Eric and he keeps showing up. Like, are you not going to run? Or like, because obviously you're a target, you know, and then your friend's a target now. And then the friend said I'm actually having a baby. And that still wasn't enough for Smoke. You know, and so I'm just like, something is up with this because, you know, but Eric is smart. So but I would not have expected, you know, the Fiend to not have been a Fiend. That completely took me by surprise. I'm not going to hold you.
I'm still trying to figure out why Smoke would think that Jew of all people was a narc.
But one of them are.
Yeah.
But, and if you notice too with Drew, when he was talking to, when he called Eric to let him know about the sex tape.
Yeah.
He was recording the conversation.
Right.
And Eric's like, what you recording a conversation for? And that was the same one that Smoke was saying, you know, so I was kind of like, are you?
I was
Wait a minute, interesting.
Hello?
Yeah. That you are absolutely right. Jude did say he was recording the conversation. He was like, "What the hell? Conversation,
right?"
Like,
I was listening into that conversation too, and they were like, "Oh, this guy never talks about anything."
Mm-hmm.
Listening to their conversation, so somebody is. I'm not sure which one of them. But.
Well, the FBI was in the truck. Did say Jew is talking to Eric.
And he said and that's what the guy said about him. He said he never talks about anything. You know, he's like, I don't know for him. He never talked like Drew. Like he never talks about anything. I don't know what he's talked to him for. You know, so but Drew said that he was recording the conversation. He was recording it because he knew that the FBI would basically like, I know they on the line, you know, type of situation. But obviously he wasn't the snitch. But because I even started to look at Mark too, once he had the surveillance cameras and whatnot inside of you know of her house, of Maya's house. I'm just like, wait a minute, is it him? You know, so I started to side eye people too, like, you know, somebody doing something, you know. So but yeah.
So here we are. They have Smoke backed into a corner, and Eric is finally about to get his freedom. But there's a catch. Smoke is like, oh, you think you got me. However, what I got is your roommate.
Yeah.
Mark.
Right? Wow.
Mark.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, what's that Mark shadow at the?
It took me a while to figure it out.
Yeah, he said that you should go check on your little roommate, Joyce's boy.
Yeah.
So that's Mark. So while he was plotting on Eric, there was also a plot to retaliate against Eric first, I don't know, something that happened previously. I'm assuming in the hood, maybe between Eric and some other rival gang or whatever it may be. But Smoke said that the girl that went over to, I guess, Eric's house. I guess Mark was still at Eric's. Was he still packing? Was he getting ready to go see Maya? Like, we don't know. So, like, I guess she found out where he was. Maybe Eric had killed someone, took someone she loved that was close to her. And so she took Mark out. So now.
But did he really die?
Dun, dun, dun. That is the question. Did he really die? I mean, but it looks like she shot him in the head. So I really just don't see how he was going to survive a headshot wound. But, you know, the miracles do happen in movies every day. So
you come to Bentov, they'll save you.
Houston reference for those that are in the chat from Houston. So
Bentov will save you.
Now we are at the end of the season. Amber has moved on with her career as with Chloe as her manager. Eric is finally getting somewhat of his freedom, whatever his life is going to look like now for him, now that Smoke is gone. But we also have Mark that's gone, which is why I'm in black and in my pearls, because I'm at the funeral and I am in mourning. R.I.P. to Mark. Listen, I should have got us all t-shirts.
We don't know if he's dead, Tiff. Are you trying to tell us?
He was shot.
Hope.
He was shot and he fell to the ground. But you're absolutely right. We did not. There was no body. We didn't see the body afterwards. Eric could have ran home. He could have saw him there, called the ambulance immediately. Boom. But at this point, we can only assume that Mark is possibly gone. So now Maya is without her previous boyfriend, and her new boo is, I don't know, a porn star, and she's thinking about getting into business with him. So now we come back full circle with who? Carmen, who after her little visit with the doctor is now taking all these, you know, things into consideration into her life, and now she wants to be nice,
a good person.
So who?
Like, a little too late.
So you just did all that, and now you want to say, "Oh, Maya's not so bad. I actually kind of like her."
And you quit when the whole point of it was for you to get a promotion, but then you quit the job after you.
So now you got fibroids, and now you want to quit your job and find yourself, and now you want to be friends with Maya.
That's how it be.
So what do we think about that? Sean, I will start with you. What do we think about Carmen's turnaround? You know, now saying that, you know, oh, now everything I did was so petty. You know, Maya's not a bad person. Now I'm just, you know, worried about my health and my life going forward.
Carmen's an evil whore. There's no repenting and all of that. She can repent to God, but she has repented to the people that she's hurt the most. So like what she did to Maya was completely unnecessary, completely uncalled for. Even after her and Mark had made up, she still was going after the girl. It like there was just no reason for it. So that's a different type of evil. So okay, take that up with the Lord, but as Maya, she should beat her up immediately. Like I need some tables thrown. Just because when she finds out, because Maya, but when she finds out, it's a wrap. Like it's gonna be a Players Club moment. Like it's gonna be. It's gonna be. But I do understand her, since her fibroids, they're smaller now, so it's a better chance of her conceiving, and having a child. And, like what her doctor was telling her, like, I did the same thing for my career first too, and look at me now, I'm just here alone, didn't have the chance to start a family and whatnot. You still have that opportunity, so it's like, seize it, like while you have it, you don't want to be regretting it later, or going through all of the, problems trying to conceive later if you really want to have kids, start her putting herself first and wanting to, figure that out for herself. Good, but I hope it don't work out for her.
Oh,
and there's that. Ruth, what do you think about Carmen's turnaround and now thinking that the plan that she put in motion, hooking that girl up with a porn star to get her recorded and all these things? How do you think? What do you think about Carmen's turnaround?
I'm disappointed.
Oh,
I'm disappointed.
Disappointed?
Yes, because I feel like they true to being the evil bitch you are. Like, don't try to be my friend now, because then once she finds out, I agree, we gotta fight. Like, you basically made
you ruined my life.
This pep talk, like, oh, you're gonna get over him, like, and then just to come and find out, oh, you a snake bitch. You put me down with this porn star, man. You know that. And then on top of that, I feel like, like Maya was already going through like the breakup. She's vulnerable, I'm not saying any man, but every girl has gone through that point where you break up with a guy and afterwards you're vulnerable. You feel like the next man is like, he is it. He's perfect. So you're like so blinded. And then here you have your friend, like she wasn't listening to her best friend. Her best friend, like, he crazy girl, like, no. And here comes
her best friend even warned her about Carmen too.
Yes, her best friend warned her about Carmen too. And here comes Carmen, playing the role like, you know what? You're a strong Black woman. You can do it. Like, let me put you down. You need to give him a chance. All of this just to come to find out that your meddling put me in this situation.
Mm-hmm. It was her fault. She did it all. We want to sit up here and blame Mark, but Carmen is the one
It's still Mark's fault.
doing all the public things.
It's still Mark's fault.
It's still Mark's fault.
It had never slid into Maya's life in any kind of way. That whole painting class, that whole pretending to be her friend, the whole encouraging her to, go for it with Trent and to leave Mark behind. No, it is not Mark's fault. It is Carmen's fault.
And Mark's.
And Carmen, it is not Mark's fault. We did not blame Mark for her giving it.
Carmen, like,
idea that the relationship was perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Well, overall, Carmen is like, she's not like a bad person. Like, no. if I was Maya, no, she's an evil whore. Like, we have to vanquish her. But with like me, like as an outsider, I would love to hang out with Carmen. Like, she's a plastic, like totally. Like, she's the kind of girl. We don't get mad, we get even. So it's like, I'm not gonna get mad at you, we're gonna get even. That's my type of friend. Like, so I get it. But I see them, a fake bitch from a mile away.
Right.
I'll be able to, reel in. But I love like Carmen's like spirit. Like when she cussed her boss out that day, when her boss came in, I was here for it. When she tried to come for you, and then and you was like, wait a minute, hold up, are we friends?
We still don't know who the hell is Brad. We still don't know who it is. We never saw Brad. Brad was like this mystery person, and even when Carmen turned in her resignation, her notice to leave, what was the boss's name? Jesus, I just lost my train of thought. Claire, thank you.
Yeah.
Carmen, Claire, Chloe. So then we have, Claire, she's like, see, that's why y'all could never make it in Brad's world. Well, who the fuck is Brad?
But who was y'all? Because that's you too.
Yeah. Who was y'all?
That is you, boo.
Are you talking about Black women?
And was Brad the guy she was on the phone with?
Yeah.
Was Brad the guy she was on the phone with?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were going back and forth about playing golf with one another. And it's just like, okay, well, is Brad Caucasian? Is Brad Black? Why do we want to make it in Brad's world? What is Brad's world? Is it corporate America?
Yeah.
That's the part I was trying to figure out. Like, who is Brad and why do we want to be in his world? So anywho, going back to Carmen and her turnaround. First of all, I'm so mad at how Carmen pushed Tiff to the side to put all this plan in motion. And even though Tiff actually gave her advice on how to find Maya anyway and got no credit for it and no friendship for it, but you want to get mad and come at me about me having my wait, hold on, it's not me.
I was like, so what's the you were an accomplice.
Yeah, I was the accomplice because I am that type of friend. I'm gonna help you get the bitch. So anywho, I'm still mad at how she treated Tiff. She put Tiff on the back burner, and Tiff was just trying to help her, and she wasn't even being included in anything. Didn't get a thank you or nothing. And then you want to put her on blast with Brian in the office. Now everybody know the HR lady is having relations with somebody in the office, but that's okay.
Carmen apologized to Tiff.
And Tiffany hit her like this. She hit her like this.
She apologized multiple times.
So y'all are saying that Tiff should forgive Carmen. Hell, Tiff is going to be a friend after Maya finds out anyway. So she might be
a real friend. Tiffany is Carmen's real friend. That's why I agree with you too, Sha. I love Carmen. I just don't like that relationship with Carmen and Maya.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
It's a fake friendship.
Carmen could have invited Tiff to the comedy show. Tiff was like,
yeah.
Comedy show. Like, not an invitation. I'm like, what a bitch.
What a
invite her. I was just like, she could come. I was like, oh my God.
A straight bitch, Tiffany. Like that was just.
But I feel like Carmen put a lot of her energy into Maya.
And you know she will, girl. You know she will. She said, Tiff got to help me fight Maya. She will, girl. She will. You top, I'll get the bottom. So we have Carmen with her turnaround. You know, now she's on, you know, this whole empathetic path and light love and health and all these things. When we think it's over, we see why am I drawing blanks with my characters' names? What is wrong with me tonight? We see the dude that has the most HR complaints against women in the office getting promoted.
Right.
Carmen's position. How did that happen?
Because Mark dead and Carmen is gone.
And that's the thing. Do they know Mark is dead? Anyone more?
Mark is not dead.
Mark is dead and Carmen is gone.
The same day all of that stuff went down. How they know already?
He in the hospital, if that, and she needs somebody now. You see, she didn't care about Carmen at all. That's what they'll do. They'll be like,
quick.
Thank you, Carmen / Ashley John. Of course, I was just about to call him by his role.
Yes.
And it gets promoted to Carmen's position. And it's just like, what in the sexual abuse is going on here? So you about to promote this man.
I don't understand how you still have HR.
Every woman in the office, including the HR director.
What kind of company is this?
I don't understand how you have a job.
Who's this company? Who's the owner?
Who is hiring all these folks?
Whatever Claire is off having tea time with one of the COs apparently and expensing it, which is smart, but not right.
I want to work with y'all.
Because you can get away with anything in that office. So thus we have ended season 2. What an amazing season with all kinds of plot twists, turns. We learned a lot about relationships in season 2. Whether it is, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend relationships, new relationships, friendships, business relationships. We get a glance at all of these like different kinds of relationships in season 2. So again, kudos to Jared Couch, kudos to all the writers, kudos to all the actors and actresses, kudos to all the extras, kudos to all the people that actually whose music was in season 2 as well. And we have our final Music Mondays this coming Monday on the 16th. So we'll be doing our final interview to kind of wrap up the music portion of Washed season 2. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you to all of you that are in the chat that watched, fans, everything, friends, family, everybody. It was great. It was a wonderful journey. It was my very first kind of like acting gig, my amateur acting gig, and I had an absolute blast. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Sean, for supporting. Thank you for being on the panel with me today to recap. I mean, it's just, this is fun. I enjoy doing things like this. So definitely be on the lookout for new projects coming from Jared and from Ashley. We hope I'm trying to give her a nudge, like, hey, girl.
Yeah, Ashley, come on, right. Come on,
girl.
Get busy with that.
We need another girlfriend series.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
We need another girlfriend series, girl. We need So Mel, now that we've come to like the conclusion of our show and we're talking about what's next, what is next for you?
Well, there's so much going on. So, but I would like for everybody to go to the Gorge site, check out the blog, check out our Instagram page. I'm taking a sabbatical on my personal page, but please support the blog and my best friend Rob's. She's at Rob's Essentials. But check that out. We have a lot coming up with our just blogging, our line, just some shopping and things going on like that for the new year. So keep us in your link, support us, and we'll support you all as well.
Like businesses, your Black bloggers.
Yeah.
All right, Ruth, the truth. What do we have coming up for you? When are you dropping your next video on YouTube?
So this next one I've been working on kind of all month. So hopefully we'll be done and wrapping up the final little touches by the end of this week, and then I can drop it early next week. But make sure you guys go and subscribe to my page, follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff, so that way you guys can know when I drop that video.
Absolutely. And give us your YouTube again.
It is going to be the True Ruth Experience. So when you look that up, it pops up. It's me. It's your girl. Hello. It's me.
You will see her face, rolls eyes deeply. Of course, I see Ruth every single slapping day. We have that type of relationship. And last but never least, the baddest bitch I know. Sean Davis, please tell us what is next for you.
Oh God.
As if I don't. I just
there's just so much going on. I mean, you just really never know. So, but I'm just gonna keep pushing the content. So, check out all of the shows on Stereo Station Head, on YouTube, on IG. I'm everywhere. I'm here and I'm queer and I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. So yeah, just you'll see me. I'm here.
Yes, and Jared, if you're in the chat, or if anybody is in the chat that is a writer or creator of any type of web series or a TV series, Sean Davy Way is your boy.
Period.
So
Jared,
slide him on in. Will season 3 be on the way soon? That's a very good question. I don't know. I don't know. That's a very good question for the creator of Washed, which
Sean died.
Right.
Yeah, no, what's that? Mark. Jared.
Dead.
Get on it.
Did I wear my funeral clothes for nothing? That's what I want to know.
Yes, she's taking a break. No!
The break.
Oh, you gotta keep it.
Oh, y'all gotta keep it hot. We waiting now. We're on the edge of our seats.
All right. So once again, thank you guys all for coming. It is not too late to catch up on the series. Season 1 and season 2 is streaming on Amazon Prime, and I even think it's streaming on Amazon Prime for free now. If I'm not mistaken.
I think
It's if you have Amazon Prime, all you have to do is click on it. I believe they released some episodes for free that you can watch and catch up on. You can also visit the website www.watchseries.com. There is still merch on there, and season 1 and season 2 is on there as well. There is behind the scenes, backstage interviews, all of those great exclusive things are going to be on the website. So once again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Ruth. And thank you, Sean, for taking out your time today, especially with verses going on. I hope we can reach the end of it. But yeah, okay. we can watch the replay. But thank you guys all for coming. And all together, we are going to give a good hearty bye.